Hey guys, it's me again. I'm just like here thinking about like I just explained to my sister about the story, about the book, or I don't know what you can call it yet. I haven't thought what I'm gonna make it into, like a book or an anime or a story or a comic or manga. I don't know, but like this is called Seven Sins, and like it all starts with Jimmy, which he's number one. Not seven sins. Why did I say seven sins? No, seven blessings. Why did I say seven sins? Seven blessings. And it all starts with Jimmy, number one, blessing number one. It's not God related or religion related. It's just like what the world thinks, like our planet, what it needs, like seven blessings to it. And well, it starts with Jimmy, and like each of the seven blessings awakens. They have like an awakening of their powers, and some of the powers are good, some of the powers are bad. It depends on what they get. And well, Jimmy has his implosions in the ground and in the air. And when he's an army guy, normal army guy, private, starting wanting to rank up, and well, he it awakens in mid battle, and he kills enemies and his allies. When he awakens, they're on to ashes because of his implosions. They burn from the inside out, and he wakes up with like a squad of guys after him because like he has no idea. The government has no idea what these guys are, except for one guy, which I'm gonna tell you later on. Until like after this, maybe I might just read up to like where I'm at, like chapter one or and two, which involves Jimmy and this other character that I named Eve. She's a normal, not college girl, like almost going to college. She's like 17 or she's 17. She's like an 11th grader, and she's like, well, her waking happens in school, and she wakes up with tons of dead bodies all around her. Basically, she brings out poison and insects, and the poisonous insects killed all of her family, not family, but like all of her friends, even a brother that went to the same school as her, even one of her best friends that she had a crush on because she's a lesbian. Yes, I'm involving that guy, so don't basically shit with me, okay? And well, she's like brutally feels terrible. Like a month later, Jimmy finds her and he's like, "You gotta come with me. I want to some blessings. If you heard that voice in your head, he's telling me to pick you up and go after the other seven." And then they meet Ozzy, which in Ozzy's case, like his accident happened in a ruin because he's an archaeologist, and he was looking up like old. Am I getting this right? Archaeologists are people that look up ruins and ancient buildings, right? If I'm wrong, then you guys can comment on that. If you guys can help me out with this. Well, Ozzy, he's Indian, and well, Ozzy is wind. Well, he releases pressurized air from his sweat glands, and well, when Ozzy was a little kid, you know how some people are very spiritual with themselves. When he was a little kid, he has the ability to have spiritual arms, like 6 arms, spiritual arms. And well, when he awakened, he was with his crew and his son, Riku. Which when he awakened, he killed everybody, including Riku. But he gave his son life by giving out his spiritual energy to his son Riku. Now Riku has the not the 7 arms, the 6 arms, and Ozzy has pressurized. When Jimmy meets Ozzy, Ozzy feels intent to tell him that he's not the leader. Just because you're the first doesn't make you the leader. I also talk to the voice. I know who the leader is. That's what Ozzy says. But the leader hasn't shown up yet. Okay, so leave me the fuck alone. And Riku, not Riku, and Riku's like, well, Riku's like, he was also like, what do you know these people, Dad? Like, he's like, no, I don't. So let's leave. Let's leave. And Jimmy, being stubborn and hot headed, he goes after Ozzy and starts to fight with Ozzy, which leaves the ruins into chaos. Not chaos, but like fucked up. He does this thing called the impact, which it blows up the air within between him and Ozzy makes up this shield, this wind shield, and it impacts and it hits the shield, but like it makes a huge ass crater. And then Ozzy does this air slash, which his wind is spinning so hard it burns, and he does like this with his finger, and he air slashes down, and he almost cuts Jimmy, but Jimmy blocks it with his impact. He blocks it, and it explodes, and it hits one of the ruins behind Ozzy, and it Ozzy is like really pissed off because he was looking up those ruins. So Ozzy goes all out and he does wind push, wind wind impact. That's Ozzy's own way of impact, but and so Jimmy does this red impact, which he forces a bunch of energy within his fist and the base right here. He hits the air with it and does this huge like implosion within the wind, and it makes an explosion hitting going to Jimmy and like Ozzy. Ozzy hitting Jimmy and Jimmy hitting Ozzy. And then Rico's right behind Ozzy, so Ozzy makes a huge ass barrier. But like right in the middle of it, Marco shows up. This is one of the new characters I'm bringing up. Marco. He'll be talked in chapter 4 through 7, I think. One of the ones that I'm making right now. I already put up the basic stuff for chapter 4 through 7, and like I'm gonna write that later. I might write that later on today or tomorrow. I don't know, guys. I have a lot of stuff in my mind right now. But yeah, Marco shows up not just by himself, but with Lilo, the youngest of the 7, and she is not say the most powerful is, but she is pretty OP. Cause like what the thing is, she's OP, but like, she doesn't know how to control powers yet. She's basically learning. Well, when she awakened her powers, Marco is from Sweden, of course. I'm just gonna talk about Marco right now. Marco is from Sweden, and when he awakened his powers, he destroyed the house he was living in, and his mother, his father, his daughter, his wife, and his son. And well, that's Marco's story. I'm gonna talk about that more, and when I start really making the books beyond chapter 7. And the same thing goes for Lilo. I'm not gonna say that much about her, but her power is magma, so she's very uncontrollable right now. And then it leads to this after Marco shows up and Lilo show up. Ozzy starts saying, "So these are the 7, my son," to Riku, and then what's it called? Jimmy wants to be like, "No, no, no, I'm not going with you. You guys are coming with me." And then he wants to fight with Marco, and then Marco says, "I'm not gonna fight you, dude. I can kick your ass like nothing, but I'm not gonna fight you." Doesn't say Marco's stronger than Jimmy, but Jimmy, he has some power. He's not the main character. They're all the main characters. They're just like. And then Jezebel shows up. I don't know why people think Jezebel's a horror name, but I just thought about her, and her name is Jezebel. She's number 6. Lido's number 7. Marco's number 4, and number 5 I'll be revealing to him in the next video. But right now, Jezebel shows up. She tells Jimmy that you can't fight right now. We gotta go to number 5, and all of a sudden these government soldiers just show up, and they're like, you gotta come with us. And then like Jezebel's like, okay, we'll go, because like number 5 works with the government, and you guys thought the government was the bad guy, but I'm gonna reveal the bad guy after chapter 7. And well, that's it, guys. If you guys like it, or you guys want to know more about this, go to Anime Animo or my and search up Miguel Chapa Anime Animo, or go to Comic Animo and search up me, Miguel Chapa. I think I have it as Jimmy is Fat Man 956. I'm not too sure though. Look me up if you guys can, or I'll look up later. I'll look it up later and I'll tell you guys. Okay, but yeah, or not look at my previous videos, or well, I don't have any of that information in previous videos, but just now, and you guys want to know more about it, just comment me or subscribe or like guys. So please, thanks, bye.